Welcome back, Trinity people. We're getting you ready to meditate with us on Wednesday night. This is a weekly endeavor. If you don't know by now, we do this every week. You should be a part of it. Like this video, subscribe to this channel. Get on board with changing the consciousness through these meditations. To help you do this, we always put out these little reminders of what the physical sensation of the energy is like to help you meditate, so that it's more than just a word in your head. This week we're talking about the energy of sacredness. Sacredness, as you know, is holding something as a perfect, special, divine little thing and seeing it as something that needs nothing added, that is just awesome. You've experienced it at weddings, the birth of a baby, early morning hike and the sun's just coming up over the mountains. Whatever it is, you've experienced sacredness before. But we're going to try and get you to the place where you can just bring it into your life any old time you want. You don't have to wait for a special occasion. The real trick to this, the real difficulty that keeps us from experiencing sacredness regularly, is that we live in a world layered over with that Luciferian duality, the good and the bad, the you and the me and the mine and yours and all of that stuff, that duality. It's not real. The truth is you are a perfect universe in and of yourself, as am I. We do not have to compete. We are not sharing a common reality where we have to fight to dominate that reality. I have my own reality, you have your own reality. Your creations are not dependent on whether you compete and overcome my agenda. They are simply dependent on whether you continue to love and empower your own space. So that's what we're going to talk about today in our little self-defense demonstration. We're using a technique from several Chinese styles. I see it in Kung Fu, I see it in Tai Chi. It's called active versus passive strength. And I'm going to get my special guest helper out here. Come on out. This is my brother Dave, who I love. He's my buddy. He's going to help me by just putting his arm up. And I'm going to try and push this arm. I'm going to want to get it to collapse back against his shoulder. He's going to want to keep that from happening. And the first thing he's going to do is just fight to make that not happen. Pushing against me, pushing against me. It's hard, it's a struggle, and that's what we want to avoid. Active strength is trying to overcome the force that you perceive coming at you. Passive strength is quite different. Passive strength is simply saying he has this nice structure to his arm, and he's just going to maintain it. Not overcome, simply maintain. Active strength is all about fighting the outside force. Passive strength is simply about empowering your perfect little universe, the perfect diamond that is you. So once again, I'm going to hold this, pull here, and I'm going to push, but this time instead of fighting it, he's simply going to hold his space, just maintain. And as you can see, I'm making less progress, and I bet if we were to ask him, it's not as much work, is it?
Correct.
That's correct. Thank you, Dave. That's all we need. This is a very, very simple thing, and I urge you to find a partner and at least try it out a couple of times, because you'll be amazed at how much easier it is when you don't fight the outside reality. When you simply say, this is me, and I'm perfect, and all I have to do is maintain that celebration of my perfection, and then the outside things don't have sway over me. They don't have an effect over me. But when I give in and think, no, I don't have my own universe, we share this common reality, and you're going to own it unless I fight you, and your agenda will win unless I push my agenda, and that actively pushing to overcome is what wears us out. It's what keeps us out of sacredness. Everything about our world tempts us to come do this, to come have that little competitive fight over mine and yours and good and bad and right and wrong. But we're not going to do that. Sacredness can be found very easily if you simply employ this technique of passive strength. It's very useful in a self-defense situation. If somebody's ever trying to grab you and pull you into a van, don't fight it. Simply maintain your space. It's so much easier. You use less energy and you come out being stronger. It's a very, very simple technique, but I do encourage you to practice it once or twice with a person so you get that sensation of not overcoming, but simply maintaining your space. You can use this in non-self-defense situations too. If you get into an altercation with somebody, if they're pushing their agenda, if you start to feel all of your angst come up over, oh my God, what if they win? What if they win? I encourage you to be passive. That is, zip your lip. Be silent in the face of an argument, and you'll see how quickly the argument dissolves. You really have to have two participants for an argument to happen. If you're not in there pushing and fighting to overcome their agenda, there is no fight. And you don't have to push and overcome their agenda. You can simply empower that your space is perfect. Maintain the love of who you are, your own unique little universe, and you will find that you create more powerfully and you expend less energy. If you think this stuff's cool, stay tuned for more Trinity.